Oh hi. I'm Chantie. Welcome back to my channel. My headset is still broken, so today, we're using the random number generator from Google to create a family of Sims. By the time we're finished we'll have a best friend for our main character in the Let's Play, along with her parents. So without further ado, sit back, relax, subscribe, and enjoy. Welcome to Create a Sim. Before we get started, I did give myself 3 redos for each sim, so for example, if I didn't like the eyes on my sim, I could redo the number generated and take that option instead. And as you can see, the number generator will be at the bottom right side of this screen for this video. We're going to start with the friend's father, Arthur Tate. With Arthur, let's start with the traits and aspiration. And while we're doing that, I'll explain a bit with how I did it. So for aspirations, I counted each one and generated that number first, and then I counted each one from that branch and generated that number second. Then for the traits, I generated the category and then the trait from that category, and I did that 3 times, once for each trait. Moving on to his head, and before I did all of this, I counted every option and noted it into a sticky note so I wouldn't forget. I started with the face shape and then I generated the skin tone. With the skin tone, similar to the aspiration, I generated if it would be a cool tone, neutral, warm, or miscellaneous. And then I generated a number for that category. Then I did the same thing with the rest of his head. And for the facial hair and hair I set the lowest number to 0, so if I got 0 the sim would be bald or have no facial hair. After I finished with his face, I moved on to his body type, and then I used the generator to go through each clothing category with styled looks. Now, we'll move on to Arthur's wife, Madison. I randomized her first name 5 times. I went through each category for females and used sticky notes again, just like I did with Arthur. With Madison, I'll admit, I used all 3 redos, but I think it was a good choice in the end. The final sim we'll be generating in this video is Kenna. I already knew I wanted her name to be Kenna, and that she has blue hair. That was all I knew for sure. I did have this idea that Arthur is not actually Kenna's father, which is why I did not put him as a parent in the genetics thing. I did give her one of his traits, as well as one of Madison's traits, but everything else for Kenna is randomly generated. Kenna, just like Marley, is based off of a character I created in a book series I've been writing over about 20 years. I haven't written in that specific book for a while. It's the newest in my series, One Soul, and I haven't published anything yet. Anywho, I think this family turned out so well, and I had so much fun doing this little challenge that I think I might do it again for Marley's other 2 friends and their families. Kenna is only one of 3 best friends that Marley has. So maybe look for that in the near future. Also, while we're wrapping up, I do want to let you know that until there is another update to fix the for rent pack issues, I don't think I'm going to be building more apartments. I've been trying to revert some of the houses that we tested in a previous video back into generic residential lots, but to no avail. And it is infuriating. So, there will be a few more build videos, but since we're almost finished with building in Willow Creek, maybe we can create more Sims to move into some of the houses. If the problem is still there when we get to Oasis Springs, because I do have plans for more apartment builds there, I'll just be very careful to not make them into apartments until I know for sure that I want the build to be a multi-family dwelling. But that, my dearlings, is the Tate family complete. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please tap that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you would like to see more content from me that may not be related to The Sims, come over to Twitch and follow me over there. We would love to have you. If you would like to see your pet or pets in the slideshow, all you need to do is subscribe and join my Discord. Post your picture in the appropriate channel with your YouTube name, and your pet's name or names. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see y'all later. Okay, bye.